Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you all. Thank you all for your service. I appreciate it very much. A couple of questions I wanted to ask. Basically, the Russian-China relationship. Has China kind of stand back right now watching what's going on? Have they not involved? Are they backfilling Russia at all, giving Russia the security they need or giving them the firepower they need for the backup? Right now. Either one, both of you, real quick.
We're trying to do the who's got it.
Okay, well, I'll jump in. The answer, clear. The statement that was made before the Olympics demonstrated a commitment to back Russia.
Okay.
I think China would have preferred the Russian invasion of Ukraine to be more successful. Now they seem to be like a deer in headlights, trying to figure out how they save face from backing Russia in the way they have done. But the more strategic support is clearly going to be on how Russia handles these sanctions. And I think everybody expects China to bail them out in terms of paying for the energy.
China's to be expected to backfill Russia if need be.
No doubt they're going to help them economically.
Ma'am, real quick, if you want to. I have other ones to go to if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest shift we saw was actually for the first time Russian forces were moved off the Chinese border to flow into, and support the Ukrainian war. That's a big, big strategic decision for Russia to do. So I think that symbolizes that this has durability. I think we have to be also very clear that the Chinese are not going to fully bail out Russia. They will strategically decide at very low cost what they can get out of this. This is what we've seen in decade-long energy negotiations with Russia. So it is not going to be, Russia is the junior partner in this endeavor. And China will protect itself from harm and get its selected interest out of it economically. But it is, again, we have to look at them both because they both share the desire of getting the United States out of both Europe and the Indo-Pacific.
Thank you. The other thing, we've talked about energy and all that, and coming from a state that's pretty rich in energy, we think we can help an awful lot if they would ask us to. I've said today, I think that we should ban the amount of product we're buying from Russia to set a good example. We're buying about 600,000 barrels a day. We still have. We haven't ceased that. And do you think that would send us good signals if we could just show that we had the resolve in order to show that we were going to stop purchasing and asking the rest of the free world to stop purchasing? Because I guess these products flow in all different directions to different places. So I don't know if you think that would be good or is it going to be harmful to the Ukrainian cause?
Senator, I think it's essential we do that, and I think we have to address production and elsewhere.
Feel the same as Conley?
Agree, yes.
The other thing I would talk about, hypersonic. Basically, hypersonic has been used different ways in China, and Russia has been developing them for nuclear delivery. We've been, I think, going in a direction both not delivering a nuclear, but without nuclear too. Do you think that, first of all, do you think that Russia is really sincere about thinking about using nuclear weapons in this altercation they have right now, the war they declared? They don't need a nuclear weapon to take over Ukraine, but basically to show the rest of the world that they really mean business, and when they go after somebody, they're going to face the wrath of the Russian nuclear arsenal?
Senator, they are signaling that they are willing to go in that direction. Part of that is to fear and to push off U.S. and allies, but the development and their military modernization of hypersonics needs to be taken very seriously. Would
it be used then? Would they intend to use it basically on the NATO allies that they've been trying to dissuade from bringing any other non-NATO allies into the realm? Let's say Finland and Switzerland, the Swedes and Finland, those. What's your concerns?
We have to be prepared for that escalation, Senator.
Really?
I mean, their actions require us to be prepared. The Russian approach here is obviously trying to deter and keep people out of the conflict in Ukraine in the form of support. They've succeeded already, as I mentioned before, in fighter aircraft not going to the Ukrainians. That's a saber rattling. That's their purpose.
You mentioned in your opening remarks, Mr. Zakheim, that you said we must stop that convoy from getting to Kyiv. Okay? There's only certain ways we can stop that convoy. Can you be a little bit more explicit on how we should be doing it?
I think sabotaging the roads through a Title 50 capability, unmanned or manned, is the clearest one in my mind. I'm sure there are other options.
I agree with you on the unmanned. Do we have capabilities? Do our allies have capabilities of unmanned
I can comment on the Title X side that there are capabilities, and I want to explore beyond that. And I think allies as well have capabilities on the unmanned side.
You're saying it's time to use them?
Yes, Senator.
Gotcha. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.